Hi guys, are you planning to learn AWS and to do certifications on AWS but don't know where to start from? Here I am to help you out. This is Shefali. I am AWS trainer and I am Solution Architect Associate certified. Let's see the agenda here. So today I'm going to tell you about what is cloud computing, okay? Why industries are adopting the cloud platforms, why people should learn cloud skills, about the jobs in cloud platform, and about AWS and the learning path of AWS. Let's see, what is cloud computing? I'm sure you must be familiar with this term, but let's see a basic definition here. So it is a delivery of on-demand computing services from applications to storage and processing power over the internet with pay-as-you-go usage. So the main three terms are on-demand, over the internet, pay-as-you-go. It is also thought as utility computing. So like we pay the electricity bill, we pay the water bill, we use it and pay the bill. Similarly, cloud computing has turned the IT assets into utility. We are just using the IT assets, okay, over the internet and paying as per the usage. And the last point is, rather than owning the own computing infrastructure, companies are renting the access to the storage, to the networking, and to the databases. Let's see about the cloud platforms. These are the different cloud platforms available in the market. Now, what are cloud platforms? They provide the cloud services. They offer cloud services to huge number of customers available. We have AWS, that is Amazon Web Services. We have Google Cloud, we have Microsoft Azure, and so many in the market. Let's see about the computing service models. So the cloud platforms, they provide services in three different ways. We have software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Based on the customer demand, they can opt for any of the service models. Let's see inside what is about all these models. So first is software as a service. This is mainly used by the normal people for the daily activities or for the small business applications. Okay, like example, we use our email, we use Google Drive, we use social media. So all these are the examples of software as a service. And the platforms who provide these services are Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle, and others. Then we have platform as a service. It is used by the technical IT community. It is basically used by developers to develop applications. Okay, now what is platform as a service here? In this, the developers, they use the cloud environment. They use the middleware of the cloud, which has already some predefined softwares, operating system libraries. Okay, they are just using the environment and creating the application on that. That is platform as a service. And it is offered by various vendors like Google App Engine, we have Windows Azure, we have Computing Wire, and others. Then we have infrastructure as a service. It is also used by the technical IT community. And this service is used by the enterprises, those who have either small business or big business. They are using the infrastructure, that is the hardware part of the cloud. They are renting the servers, networking, load balancers, firewalls from the cloud. And the leading platforms who offer IaaS as a service are the Microsoft here, Amazon Web Services, Rackspace, HP, and others. Let's understand more about IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, which we just covered in the previous slide with an analogy. Now, this is an analogy of a pizza as a service. Okay, like in cloud, we are taking the IT as a service. So it's an analogy, pizza as a service. Now in this diagram, you can see there are four different small boxes are given. The left side is made at home. So when you are making the pizza at home, okay, in computing terms, it is known as on premises. When everything you are owning, your own infrastructure, your own servers, your own databases, that is the on premises. So if you are making a pizza at home, it means everything is owned by you, your own cheese, your own toppings, tomato sauce, pizza dough, and your own oven gas, everything your own dining table. Now the next one is take and bake. Now take and bake, we are comparing it with the infrastructure as a service. Now if you see here, the blue color is showing you manage and the green color is showing which is managed by the vendor. So when you are doing take and bake, you are taking some resources from the vendor like pizza dough, sauces, toppings and cheese, and you are making your own pizza with your own infrastructure, that is your oven, electric gas. So part of it you are managing and part of it you are taking from the vendor. Okay. Now the next is platform as a service. Now in platform as a service, what we are doing, it's written here pizza delivered. So when you are ordering pizza and you are having it on your own home, then it is platform as a service. So everything is managed by vendor. You are not cooking it, you are not making it. Okay, electric, gas, oven, everything is from the vendor and you are just enjoying it on your own dining table. That is platform as a service. And the last one is dined out, when you are directly going to the restaurant and you are enjoying your pizza there. So this is like taking a service. Okay, so in computing terms, we have software as a service. We are just using the application. We are the consumer for that application. Similarly, we here in this term, we are just enjoying the pizza at a restaurant. So I hope this has made you understand about the software as a service, infrastructure as a service, and platform as a service. Now let's see benefits of cloud computing. So the first one is trade capital expense for variable expense. When people are using the cloud, they are not investing in their own infrastructure. So startups, they can start their business with a zero investment. There is no traditional cost in the beginning. We also term it as upfront cost. There is no upfront cost. You are just renting the resources on the cloud and you are starting your own business. Next, benefit from massive economies of scale. Now, as we know, millions of people use the cloud platform. They use cloud services. Okay, so when thousands of people or millions of people are using the resources of the cloud, so the cost gets aggregated because it gets distributed among all the users, as they are the shared resources. They are not our private resources. Next, stop guessing capacity. So when we are using cloud, there is no need to worry about the capacity. Okay, today if I have an application which is running on 2 servers and I am using the cloud for those 2 servers, maybe in next week there can be a more demand and I need 2 more servers. But there is no need to estimate the capacity, because I know with the cloud I can immediately scale up my resources. So no need to worry about the estimation of capacity, that what will be the demand in the future. Next, increase speed and agility. So with the cloud, we can spin up the resources in a minute. For example, I have my application, I'm using 2 servers, I need 2 more servers. So with just a click of a button, I can get those 2 servers. But if I'm not using cloud, so to add 2 more servers, it can take few weeks to buy those servers. So that's why it increases speed and agility. Next, stop spending money on running and maintaining data centers. So when the enterprises, they are taking services from the cloud, so they get rid of maintaining the servers, spending time on maintaining those servers. They just can focus on their core activities, on their business applications, on optimizing their applications. So there is no need to put time, to invest time on maintaining those servers. And the last one is go global in minutes. So with the huge infrastructure of the cloud, because they deploy the application in all the regions, so our application can go global in minutes, and customers can experience that service with the low latency. Let's see a comparison between in cloud versus on premises. So as you can see, there are two graphs. The left side graph is showing you all in cloud when we are using the cloud, and the right one is on premises. Now, when we are using the cloud, as you can see here, we have two curves. Blue curve is the actual demand, and the orange curve is showing you the on-demand capacity. Okay, so with the actual demand, our on-demand capacity is increasing, okay, or decreasing. So if we need more resources, then capacity is increasing. So if here I want 2 servers, so it will be 2 servers only. Later, if I need 5 servers, it will scale up the resources. Again, if I need less servers, it will scale down the resources. Okay, so there is no scope of wasting the resources, because if I need, then I am increasing it. If I don't need, I am releasing it. I am decreasing the resources. Okay, so it meets demand. So no need to worry about the forecast, about the future demand. And then also there is no wastage of resources. Now let's see what happens in the on-premises. Now, if you see this green color boundary, this is showing you the infrastructure which is owned by a user, or sorry, owned by a owner, okay, or owned by a customer, right? Because in on-premises, everything is owned by us. We have already bought everything. We have invested on that. So everything is owned by us. Now, if you see here the same demand curve, this is the actual demand. Now here the demand is less, but we have servers till this green mark. It means this whole green shaded part is the over provisioned. It means we have extra resources, but we are not using it here. So it's a wastage of resources at this point of time. Now later, if you see, the demand is increasing, but till this green line, we have resources till this green line. It means, sorry, it means this dark shaded part is the under provision. We don't have enough resources to meet the demand of a customer. Okay, and again, when the curve is decreasing here, again this green shaded part is the extra resources, over provision. So again, we are wasting the resources. So this is the scenario of on premises. So with this, what we can conclude is that with on premises, it's difficult to utilize the resources. Sometimes it will be under provisioned, sometimes it will be over provisioned based on the customer demand, and always we will not able to fulfill the customer demand. Whereas in case of in cloud, there will be no wastage of resources, and we can go with the on demand capacity as per the customer. Now, why cloud skills matter? As we are seeing in this world, especially in today's trend, everyone is running towards the cloud skills, doing the certifications in different cloud platforms. Why it matters? Why it has totally paradigm shift? It's a paradigm shift, right? Because everybody is diverting towards the cloud. So what is the reason and why we should learn the cloud here? So cloud migration has accelerated. Okay, it has increased with such multiple times. So the companies, they are migrating towards the cloud. They are migrating their complete business application on the cloud. Okay, and they're investing their future in the cloud. And for that reason, company needs expertise, right? So suppose if you're working in a company and they're planning that within next 6 months, we will migrate our complete application to the cloud. So what happens? Employees, the existing employees, they should learn the skills, how to operate the application later when it will be on the cloud. right? So that's why cloud skills better. And 66% of IT decision makers, they reported a gap, that there is a a skill gap between the team employees, and because of that they need knowledge is required to achieve those organization objectives. So that's why the employees or IT people, they should learn the cloud skills definitely. Now let's come to Amazon Web Services. Let's see what is Amazon Web Services. In short, we call it as AWS. It is a cloud computing platform provided by Amazon. Okay, and it is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adopted cloud platform, which offers more than 175 fully featured services. It provides a mixture of infrastructure as a service, software as a service, and platform as a service offerings. Okay, so like we saw previously, so AWS, it provides the services in all three models, and it provides those services in the terms of compute power, storage, database, and networking. It is the first company that introduced pay as you go computing model. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, and the millions of customers, including the fastest growing startups, largest enterprises, and leading government agencies, they are using AWS to lower the cost, to become more agile and innovate faster, and to serve millions of customers for their organization. Now let's see about the Amazon history. Okay, so in 94-95, Amazon was just an online bookstore. Okay, and in around 2000 they came up with their e-commerce website, their online shopping website, but they were struggling at that time how to make our application global. Okay, how to serve the customers all over the world. And at that time they realized that their own infrastructure, their own architect is jumbled, is messed up, and they need a better planning to work out with this strategy. And with all that, by 2006 AWS was launched. Okay, and they realized that, like us, definitely many more business entrepreneurs, they must be struggling to reach the customers across the world. So with that, in 2006 AWS was launched, and since that it's growing and growing and serving millions of customers around the world. Okay, now the core services which are provided by AWS are storage, compute, database, networking. As you can see in this diagram, there are many more. Okay, but the main core services which any person need to build the application are database, compute, storage, networking. Okay, definitely it's like a huge number of services offered by AWS. The total new services and features, so more than 6,000. Okay, the fully featured services are around 190, but if we count, if we have a count of total new services and features, it is more than 6,000 provided by the AWS. AWS as a leader in the cloud infrastructure. So in this slide, you are seeing a Gartner Magic Quadrant, which is showing the various cloud platforms available in the market. As you can see, AWS is leading. Then we have the Microsoft, Google, and then followed by Alibaba, Oracle. Okay, so AWS is rated highest in execution and furthest in the vision. So as you can see, this is the vision and here is the execution. So in both the terms, leader is AWS. Companies investing in AWS cloud, you must have heard of all these: GE, Netflix, NASA, we have Airbnb. All these startups or enterprise or public sector, they are investing in the cloud, AWS cloud actually. Yeah. So now the question is, AWS certification in 2020, is it worth Okay, can anyone answer? Is it worth to have to do the certification in AWS? So I will open one link here. Let me show you. Yeah. So this is one article which I dragged from the internet. Okay, and this is showing you. I will just highlight here. AWS certified solution architect. Okay, it commands an average salary of 1,25,000 dollars, as you can see here. So that is why it's worth to do AWS certifications to go into this domain. This is the various certifications provided by AWS. Okay, starting with the practitioner level. Then we have 3 associate levels. We have developer associate, sysops administrator, and solution architect. Then we have the professional levels, in which we have DevOps engineer and the architect professional. So based on your profile, or based on in which career path you want to proceed, you can choose any of these certifications. And some certifications, they need experience of around 1 year, definitely. But if you want to start from beginning, then also it's fine. And then they have specialty certifications also, like the people who are in big data domain, or in the networking domain, or security domain. So they can go for these specialty certifications. Okay. Let's come back to, okay, one more point here I will show you. Yeah, so there was a survey among AWS professionals, and they told that around 20% hike in the salary they get after certification, though they were in the same domain, but after certification they have an increment of minimum 20%. Okay, and definitely it enhances the employability. So if you are a fresher also, or experience also, definitely it enhances the employability. It gives you a stamp approval after doing certification. Yeah, so let's see next part. So this already I have showed you the learning path. So starting from the foundational level, this is the cloud practitioner. Okay, uh, this is like around 20 hours course, and it will give you a complete fundamental knowledge about the AWS services. Then we have the associate level. It needs 1 year of experience, but definitely if you are familiar with the IT, then you can go for associate levels. We have architect. If you are into the admin role, system admin, okay, then you can go for sysops. If you are into developer role, then you can go for the developer associate. And then we have the professional level, 2 years of experience needed. Okay, and this is about the architect professional, or the DevOps engineer professional. And here on the right side we have all the specialty certifications. Next, so I will just give you overview about 1 or 2 certifications. Like in cloud practitioner, we have around 10 modules. It is 20 hours course, and it's good to do from the basic level, because it will boost confidence. Number one. Number two, you will get familiar with almost all the important services of AWS, and you will get familiar with the exam environment also, as it's an online exam. Okay, so you will get familiar with that. uh, as you can see here, we will study about the AWS Cloud, pricing philosophy, then global infrastructure components of AWS. We will study about the identity access management. We will study about the VPC. And let me tell you, all this compute service, storage service, database service, okay, we are going to implement all these in the labs. So there will be hands-on session with these modules. We will have a knowledge assessments. We will have the hands-on session. The next one is solution architect. So this is around 35 to 40 hours course. Okay, it covers around 13 to 15 modules. So let me see here. Yeah, so this is about the content of solution architect associate. Okay, so we will start with the introduction part. Then we have the S3 storage in detail. We will do deep dive in all these services. And as you can see, we have the labs. So we have labs in the practitioner level also. We have labs in the architect level also. There is no use of doing without the hands-on sessions. So we will have labs, okay, and exam readiness will be provided, okay. Knowledge assessment will be given after every module, as you can see here, okay. Links will be given for practice test papers, and reference materials will be provided to you. So this is all about some of the certifications. Right. So if you are looking for classroom training or virtual training from instructors who can teach you hands-on learning environment, then you are at the right place. So whether you are a fresher from a college or a seasoned expert, getting AWS certifications under your belt is the way to go. Definitely you will increase your chance of nailing your dream job, okay, and you will command higher salaries in your profession. So reach out to us. Thanks for watching.